Hey there! If you're thinking about buying a home and you need a loan, you might be wondering, how do I apply for a conventional home loan? And today, we're going to walk you through everything you need to know about applying for a conventional loan. We'll talk about what a conventional loan is, the benefits of getting one, and who can apply. By the end of this video, you'll have a good idea of how to get started.
Before we dive in, if you know anyone else who's thinking about buying a home for the first time, feel free to share this video with them.
First things first. So what exactly is a conventional loan? A conventional loan is a type of mortgage that most people get when buying a home. It follows specific rules set by two companies called Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, which help make home loans more affordable. The cool thing about conventional loan is that you can use them to buy different types of properties. So whether this is your primary home, a vacation home, or even an investment property you plan to rent out, a conventional loan can help. Some loans, like FHA or VA loans, do not allow you to buy vacation homes or investment properties, so this is a big advantage.
How loan limits work? One thing to keep in mind is that conventional loans have limits. This means there's a maximum loan amount of the money that you can borrow based on where you live. These limits change every year and they can be higher or lower depending on the state and the city you live. Recently, these loan limits have been going up every year, which means it's great news for people looking to buy in expensive areas.
Now let's talk about some of the key benefits of a conventional loan. First one is mortgage insurance that can be removed. One of the best things about conventional loans is how mortgage insurance works. So if you don't put down 20% of your home's price, you'll have to pay something called private mortgage insurance, or PMI. The good news is PMI doesn't last forever. Once you've paid off enough of your loan, usually 20% of the home's value, the PMI can automatically drop off. With other type of loans, like FHA loans, for example, the mortgage insurance could stay for the life of the loan, even if you pay down 20%.
Low down payment options. A lot of people think that you need 20% down payment to get a conventional loan, but that's not true. Some conventional loans allow you to put as little as 3% down. For example, if you're buying a home for $200,000, that means that you only need $6,000 for the down payment. Of course, you'll need to talk to your lender or reach out to us so we can help you review your credit, your income, and see if you qualify for these options. But just so you know, the option is out there. Flexibility in credit scores. You can get a conventional loan even if your credit isn't perfect. The minimum credit score for most conventional loans is around 620 score. But keep in mind that the lower your credit score, the harder it could get to get pre-approved. That's because lenders use something called automatic underwriting engines, or DU, to approve the type of loans. If your credit score is too low, the system might not just like your loan and not approve you.
So how do you actually apply for a conventional loan? Here are the steps. First, find a good lender. The first step is finding a lender you feel comfortable with. So it's important to choose someone you trust. Ask family members or friends who bought homes if they can recommend you a lender. And if you're working with a real estate agent, maybe they can also recommend you one. Of course, we would love for you to choose us. Second step will be to fill out a pre-qualification application. This is where you provide some basic information about yourself. Most lenders let you do this online, and it only takes 10 to 15 minutes. If you prefer, you can also do it over the phone. Here is what you'll need to provide: your full name, where you've lived for the past 2 years, your social security number, your date of birth, your job history for the past 2 years, and information about savings and assets, like how much money you have for the down payment. The third step would be your credit check. So once you filled out the application, the lender will pull your credit report. This helps us to see your credit score and overall financial history. So heads up, because the credit score your lender sees might be different from the one you see when checking your score online. Lenders use a different system, so don't be surprised if the numbers just don't match.
Next, provide documentation. The lender will ask you for documents like your W-2s, pay stubs, and bank statements. These documents help the lender verify your income, savings, and job history. It might not be the most fun part of the process, but it's super important because it gives the lender everything they need to approve your loan. The sooner you get this paperwork to your lender, the better. That way, if there's any issues like missing documentation or a mistake in your application, they can catch them early on. This helps avoid any problem once you're ready to buy the house. Get pre-qualified. After reviewing your information, the lender will let you know if you meet the requirements for a conventional loan. If you do, they will issue a pre-qualification letter, which means you're ready to start shopping for a home. This letter shows that you've been pre-approved for a loan. The sellers will take your offer more seriously. One final tip. Understanding mortgage insurance. Mortgage insurance, or PMI, is something that you might have to pay if you don't put 20% down payment. But here's the good news. On conventional loans, PMI will automatically go away once you paid off enough of your loan, usually when you reach 20% of equity. This is different from an FHA loans, where you might have to keep paying the mortgage insurance for the entire loan term, even if you put 20% down payment. That's why, in some cases, a conventional loan might be a better option if you're trying to avoid paying mortgage insurance for the long term.
Now you know the basics on how to apply for a conventional loan. Remember, the most important step is finding a lender you trust and getting pre-qualified so that you're ready to start house hunting. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
If you found this video helpful, make sure that you give us a thumbs up and share with others who might be buying a home very soon.